Welcome to another daily dose of greatness quest. The subject today is that being tired and sore is a good thing. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Cowboy.
Welcome to a daily dose of greatness quest with your host Trevor Crane, my daddy. He is going to help you take your life and business to the next level.
Here I come to save the day.
Trevor Crane here, 11-time #1 best-selling author and the founder of Epic Author Publishing, coming to you live every day so you can plug in every day to build your ideal business so you can live your ideal life.
If my daddy can do it, then anybody can do it because he's a weirdo.
You're supposed to make me sound cool. Okay, so I woke up this morning and I was thinking, I am not happy. Because I woke up and I did not want to get out of bed. I feel physically exhausted from the work that I've done this last week. I started a new training program at the gym. I've been playing a lot of tennis, starting tennis from scratch, really, never really played before. And so waking up this morning, I started getting down on myself. I was like, man, I shouldn't feel like this. I feel lethargic. I'm grumpy about it. And I start off my morning thinking sour thoughts. So instead of doing that, I started doing my normal morning walk and talk. And I'm asking myself a series of questions. Now, I think what might be valuable for us today is for me to share with you that series of questions because it helped me transform the meaning of what's going on for me right now and the meaning that I was associating all these negative thoughts to. And I won't be perfect about these questions, but I'll just throw them at you so you've got them as a tool and a resource. And I will share them, also my revelation that I came up with because it helped me transform this meaning of I'm tired and sore from me being grumpy about it to me being happy and excited about it, thinking that this is a good thing. So it might be kind of obvious that that's a good thing. Maybe not. I don't know, depending on your perspective. But I know it is for me now because of the power of these questions. So the first thing I start asking myself is just what are the facts of what is going on right now? Because I told you, I started feeling uncomfortable. I was sad or mad or frustrated that I was lethargic and I wanted to just bounce out of bed and be ready to go tackle the day. But I wasn't, that's not the way I felt. So I decided to just, what are the facts that are going on right now? And so I just listed them. Like I'm simply, I've been working out at the gym with a new trainer and he was pushing me at the gym. And then I was playing tennis and I was trying new things. The instructor has me holding the racket differently than I've held it in the past. And that feels uncomfortable. And then he's guided me on how to swing a forehand, a backhand, a serve. And I'm doing things that seem odd to my muscles. And so the other day I was trying to serve, trying to do what feels like backwards to what actually is normal. And while I was trying to serve, I was swinging my arm apparently too hard and I kind of tweaked my bicep. So those are the facts. Like I might have injured my arm while trying to do a new exercise, right? The serving. And I've been doing 2 new regular exercises. That's the tennis and the gym. So those are the facts. And as soon as I said that to myself, I realized that my feelings around this being negative, that I'm lethargic, don't really make sense. So then the second thing I follow up with, like even just not writing down, but just talking it out. And I do both. Actually, this morning I did both. I wrote it out and I talked it out. And then I wrote down like, well, how does this make me feel? Like, what are my feelings around this? And so then I described my story actually. What's my story about this? And my story, because the facts brought up some feelings for me. And then those feelings were, I was grumpy with myself that I'm feeling sore and lethargic and kind of getting down on myself, right? And so then I asked, like, what's the story that I'm telling? And so then I described my story. And it was basically that I shouldn't be tired and sore, that something's wrong with me. And then I came up with a much longer litany, kind of getting down on myself. And so then the next question is that serving me? Is that helping me get what I want? And the answer was no. That story is not helping me get what I want. Doesn't make me feel good about myself, things like that. So then I asked the next question, which is what is a story that what do I want? I think that's the next question. And so then I asked myself, what do I want? And I'm like, well, I want to feel proud of myself. I want to feel happy. I want to feel energy. I want to feel vibrant. That's basically what I wrote down, something like that. And then I asked the next question, what's the right story and feelings that I want to have? And so here's what happened. I just talk about the facts, the feelings, whether or not that's going to serve me, if that's going to help me get what I want. And then asking the question, what specifically do I want? And then to craft a new story that's going to help me make that happen. And after just telling the truth about the facts of what's really going on, instead of exaggerating it and just getting carried away with my feelings around it, I realized that it just makes total sense. You start going to the gym for the first time, or at least you're going to start doing new exercises, in this case for me, and pushing myself harder into failure with a new trainer. My muscles are supposed to get sore. That just completely makes sense. That's how the body heals. So it actually is an indication that I did a really good thing. I mean, I'm not so sore I can't move. I didn't overwork out. I've done that before. And then if I'm doing something new in a sport like tennis, it makes total sense that I'm tweaking my body. That just says that I'm doing it right. If I was totally awesome, feeling perfectly comfortable, I probably wouldn't be pushing myself enough. So then that makes me realize that being tired and sore, while I was getting upset that the fact that I was tired and sore was bad, that actually is an indicator that I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and that it's natural for me to be tired and sore. Now, the next thing I start to ask myself is, where else can I apply this? And so I'm thinking of my four areas or categories of life that I look at every day: my body, my being, my balance, and business. And I realize that it's completely relevant. The same lesson is relevant across the board. So about my body, it's pretty obvious on this working out thing, right? So I'm pushing myself. It makes sense. Sometimes I will be completely healed and full of energy and vibrant, and sometimes I'm going to be healing. That's another one I came up with, is that it's necessary and required that I give myself, my body, the time to heal. So I hadn't even thought about that, really. I was trying to push myself, push, instead of just feeling, you know what, I need to take time to sleep. I need to take time to eat and ice and stretch. And so then, as that is obviously relevant in body, I look at it in my relationship with my wife, with my friends and family. How does that show up in my balance? That's that area. And then how am I going to push myself when it comes to my connection with my being and spirituality and purpose and whatnot? And I think it's great that I need to push. I need to find ways that I can go ahead and stretch myself in ways I haven't done before so that I can grow. And is it going to feel comfortable all the time? Absolutely not. Sometimes it's going to feel like it's backwards, like I'm holding the racket wrong, which totally feels like that right now. And when I swing the serve, I didn't even know you move your arm, you twist it one way instead of the other. I was completely didn't even understand it. And it's frustrating because I'm learning something new. And like a little kid, I've been I don't want to do it like that. I want to do it the way that I want to do it in the way that feels natural, like I'm fighting it. But very specifically, this is showing up for me in business. So as I'm looking at my new goal, and I don't know if you know this yet, depending on which podcast you've listened to, but I have a goal of enrolling 1,000 people into our Epic Author Academy program. And this is to help create 1,000 new authors. And I want to do this in 90 days. Now, my mind is sore just even thinking about that. That's a big challenge for me and a big goal to set. And I've got to change a lot of the ways that I function and do business so that I can do enough marketing to get enough people enrolled in the program. And absolutely, I started to feel sore and tired in other ways, just coming up with this. But I've realized today, with my little waking up that my muscles are sore, that this lesson applies across the board, especially in my business. And so it's natural, the follow-up on that is it's natural for me to require healing and to take care of myself. And so I just realized that this morning. I thought it was a powerful one not because I'm like so silly that I can't realize that, my muscles are going to get sore when I start working out. It was the transformation for me from feeling upset about it to feeling good about it. From being upset about it and like grumpy that my right arm hurts and I may have injured it, which might be the case, but that I know that I'm pushing myself in new ways and new exercises and trying to improve my life. That's a good thing. And if I'm going to push myself in business, I'm going to have the same type of feelings. And it's just as important for me to stretch and ice and get extra sleep and extra nutrition and everything for my arm. It's going to be the same for me in any area of my life, especially business, because this is the new big goal for myself. And I invite you, if you haven't already done so, to go to epicauthor.com and watch my most recent training and webinar on this and join me so I can help you write a book before the end of the year. This is my new mission because I believe that my mission is more to help you tell your story than you just listen to mine. My books are great. You should totally get my book or books and you should read them. And I hope that my podcast and everything else changes your life. But what's more important than my story or stories is yours. And I know that it's important for you to touch people. And so that's my goal, is to help you tell that story, is to help you become a powerful storyteller that can transform people's lives with the power of your story in your books and your presentations and communication with others. Okay, so that's it. Being tired and sore is a good thing. And that was a little series of questions. Like I said, I wasn't going to make them. That's not exactly the questions in order. Or that's pretty close, but I'm walking and talking right now, so I didn't have them all written down for you, but that'll kind of help you, I believe, as far as crafting a sequence of questions that can help you transform the meaning of events. Because I started off a little grumpy, and now I'm more inspired. All right, so that's all I got for you today. Make today magnificent. I'll see you tomorrow, another daily dose of Greatness Quest.
To get even more awesomeness, which means all my best stuff, download my app by texting Trevor to 36260. It will show up right on your cell phone. Just text message the word Trevor to 36260. Talk to you soon.